On top of that, men think differently than women. Women have different emotions than men and thus react differently. That can lead to many misunderstandings in a relationship. Why do so many relationships get in trouble? It starts with ourselves. Most of the time, we think about ourselves first. Even when you are very helpful, you may be doing it because it makes you feel good or because you think you have to. When one or both of you thinks of his or her self interest first, you will grow apart. Maybe one of you is busy with his or her success and career or with the kids. There is not enough attention left for the partner, or one of the two thinks they're. If you give your partner too little attention and respect, he or she will respond by, for example, becoming distant, getting angry, or trying to restore balance in some other way. Before you know it, deep emotional wounds arise that cannot be healed easily. The longer the problems persist, the more those wounds fester. It could also be that one of the partners has a secret from the other. For example, an addiction, certain expenses, or problems. Even though you may think that it doesn't bother the other person, it will always affect the relationship. It starts with being really aware that a relationship is much more than just for your own pleasure and benefit. Relationships are give and take. Often we like to take, but we find giving a lot harder. You might like to give a present or a flower, but it goes much further than that. To give something that really costs you. Are you willing to give up some of your pride sometimes to really respect the other person? The fact that we mainly think about ourselves is deeply ingrained in our human characteristics. Fortunately, there are also plenty of examples of true love where both partners really pay attention to the other. Do you have a difficult relationship and do you want your relationship to flourish? Then I invite you to start discovering what is really important in life. That also will have a major impact. Tips for a good relationship. Tips for a good relationship. Don't just think of your own benefit, consciously or unconsciously. We often mainly think about what is good for ourselves. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and discover what he or she likes. Also, ask your partner about this and try not to put your own wishes and ideas first. Respect the other. Take your partner seriously. Check with yourself to see if you really do. If your partner has a different opinion about something, are you willing to consider and respect this opinion? Being in a relationship is a conscious choice. Even if the feeling is sometimes less present, it is important to remain loyal to your choice, even when temptations arise. Do not be bitter towards the other, even though the other person may have done things that hurt you. Try to consciously avoid becoming bitter. Bitterness only makes it harder to get the relationship right again. Do something fun together on a regular basis. By going somewhere together or doing something fun together, the bond becomes stronger. Give compliments. A compliment is good for a person. Look for sincere compliments on your partner. Find what motivates the other person the most. For some, these are sweet words. For others, time and attention or a gift, physical touch or helpfulness. If you want to find out more about this, do a search on the internet for the 5 languages of love. Be grateful. Make a list of things in your relationship for which you are or were grateful. Be honest. A hidden secret can destroy a relationship. Even if you don't think it's that big of a problem, the relationship will always suffer from your secret. Take care of each other. Be there for the other person when he or she needs it. When your partner is busy, in pain, or in grief, don't lose yourself. If you enjoy taking care of your partner, don't forget to take care of yourself too. Take enough time for yourself. Are you getting enough rest? Also discuss this with each other. Sometimes it takes a lot of patience. Your partner may not be on the same emotional level as you. It sometimes takes time and a lot of conversations to figure out what it takes to get closer to each other again. If you have children, are you a team together? Or do you both have different ideas about parenting? Children notice this flawlessly and take advantage of it. If you don't agree with your partner's decision, talk about it when the kids aren't around. If you show that you respect each other, the children will treat you with more respect.